Early morning thing, this. Yes, sure. All praises unto Most High, yeah. All praises unto the highest King, King Alpha, King Omega. All praises unto the highest King, Most High God is Most High Jah is thy protection, is thy shield, is everything unto I, you know. The Lord is thy Lord. He's thy strength, you know. He's thy shield. He's thy dagger. He's thy buckler, you know. Pleasant morning to all thy people, them. Morning. I just wait for y'all guys to fall in this morning. Just take time and fall in. Yes, I. Morning to everyone. All praise unto this King. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all elders, youngers, everybody. Sick. Those that are on the dying bed. Those of you that in certain condition, predicaments, good morning. May the Most High God bless your guys and keep your guys. Those of you guys who are going through whatever problems that you're going through, medical problems, financial problems, spiritual problems, may the Most High God, you know, bless your guys and, you know, pull your guys from your misery. Bless you all and awaken your guys, strengthen your bones, purify your bones, you know. No matter what the case may be that you go through this morning or into your life or whatever that's taking place, have faith. That is my Lord will give life, and is my Lord that is the King of Kings, and He's the greatest power of all power, you know. It's He has dominion over all things. And remember, life is abundant. See? So good morning and pleasant morning to everybody. You don't know, do not forget to go ahead and smash the like button and share this video. And share this live, sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to fall a little bit. I got 3 people here. Bless. I'm gonna wait for my people to come in. You know, it's early in the morning and you know it's Red Chronicles. So I like to come in and do my thing. Pleasant morning to all. So I'm gonna let you guys fall in. Today's topic this morning, early this morning, I wake up, I got health, I got strength, I could breathe, I'm awakened, you know, and I'm good. I could move my limbs, you know, I could see, I could talk, you know, and I gotta give thanks. There's no other individual that could allow me to get this ability but my creator, you know, who gives life. So once again, I cannot really glorify men, but I have to glorify the creator, master, life giver, life bearer, you know, creator of all, life source, you know what I mean? So people, uh, oh boy, life is a funny thing. When I say it's funny, it could be funny. Life is a beautiful thing, as a matter of fact. It's beautiful, but it's like a coin that have 2 sides. You know, it's a rough side and there's a smooth side, and that's the balance of all things, negative and positive. But I want to say this to you all guys. I want to bring this to your attention, to the world's attention. Process. A lot of people use the word, and this is the word that the world is using right now. Process. I gotta process these papers. I gotta process this. I got the meat gotta be processed. The children have to be processed before they go, and he has to be processed before, yeah. And everything is not original anymore. It's not authentic. It's a process. So I want to ask the world, what do they like? Do they like the process? Or do you want to be the original, the creation, the achievements? Bless, give thanks. Appreciate y'all guys. Who is this? Couldn't even see. Thank you for the 5. There's Louis. Thank you, Louis. Appreciate you. But this is a question this morning that I want to leave on everybody's mind. And when you're over this, you always see that it's the same type of people in our real life. They are processed. These people are people that have been processed. They are not authentic. They're not original. They are processed. Something. Look at the meaning, the interpretation of process. And a lot of people, amen, praise the Lord. A lot of people living in a world today of a process. I believe that instead of saying a process, the process is not good. Process has a lot of problems. But the authenticness of one's creation, one's ability is unlimitless. There's no limit on the level of one's creation. No limit. When one is thinking of processing, one will create a lot of problems. I believe of perfection is not of process. You see, the trees doesn't grow with process. The trees grows on perfection. It grows on ability. It grows on striving for the goal. The tree doesn't turn into a plastic, then a chair, and then a stone, then mud. No, it's a tree. There's no form of process to it but originality. The originality of that essence would be what it is. It's not a process. Anything that's processed is things that is not official, authentic. Processed food, go look at what's in there. It has a lot of added things in it to keep it because it's not authentic. We have a lot of processed people. And if we are living in a time or a generation of processed children, processed people. Your food is processed. The things that you are taking, they're not authentic. When I eat the ground food, this is original. And if within the ground food they are putting fertilizer within the ground, it's still processing because now you're forcing it. You're rushing it. You're causing it. You're speeding. That's when you're going to use the word process because you're not allowing the originality of whatever it is to form its own true essence on itself. You are going and creating some type of matter or some type of ability that will intertwine with the true essence of this thing, the originality of this thing. You are coming with something that will cause a chain reaction. Now, a lot of people look at me sometimes when I speak about originality and they couldn't understand. God created an original atom, an original Adam, an original Adam. With this original Adam, this original, it's not a process. It's authentic, original creation. When you're inventing something, you're going through a process of building it. Things that is natural do not go for processes. They come natural. So the natural creation of that, it's of its delight and its purpose, and it's supposed to grow in its origin straight. And that will be authentic, that will be original, that will be the true essence of what it is. But when something is contaminated, it becomes a process matter. Like the foods in your supermarkets, they all are processed. Not the original, not the truth, but a duplicate wannabe. Okay? Because if you got to eat the original origin of food, it's good for you. If you have to eat the process, it's not good for you. Now, a lot of people leave over it and they say, well, I've been eating it for 20 years. I've been eating it for 40 years. But remember, it's a process that will take time within you. Now, some people process faster than some. That's why when you go to the city or you go to places where your paper's being processed, when there's a whole group of people there, you will find people that was there from in the morning and people that just come. And the people that was there from morning are still being processed. And the people that just come has been processed already. They're done with them. They walk in and walk out. So when things are being processed, it's not authentic. You'll find loopholes within that creation and that form. Like, look at cannabis. Cannabis was in its original form. Now we got processed marijuana, medical marijuana. Marijuana that is not natural but has been grown and groomed and crossbreed and processed through man knowledge, thinking he could able to understand every particle within this plant, and he could go and duplicate and process, reprocess, recreate. And that's why now we have a whole bunch of marijuana all over the place, and none of them is not authentic. None of them is not authentic because it's a process. Some people say, oh, I was in the process of buying a house. You ain't gonna earn that house. Because you are agreeing on the process that the bank and all the people that will sit to give you a mortgage and all that, you're willing to go through the process. And that process will cost you an arm and a leg. That process, they will rob you. Trust me, because it's not authentic. Because why is it that if someone purchases a house over 20, 40 years ago, they can't finish pay for it? Because it's a process that continue processing to keep you in bills, in debts. So nothing that you have to process is no good. If I'm working for you and you know how much I work for an hour and how much I work for per day, but every Friday for you to pay me, I need to wait for you to process my paycheck for me. You a thief. You a thief. Because by Thursday, from Thursday, you should be creating my pay. You can process my pay. This is a word that is trickified, a word that could cause you to lose your life, having you in suspense, waiting. When all of these is simple little words that they use to catch you in society and into the colonial system. So I believe authentically, when a man goes to work for a man, and the man says to this man, the man looking for somebody to dig a hole, build a house, whatever the case may be. When the man who's going to do the job does not process the job, he knows he could do the job. He knows how much timber He knows how much cement, how much stone. This is not a process. The calculation on the desire of completing the job to get paid. When somebody got a process to build your house for you, trust me, that house will build a long time. It'll take a very long time. You'll have a lot of problems with them. So, to say that things got to be processed takes time. I believe in creation. I believe a man make an engine. He didn't process that engine. He forms that engine and creates that engine. Not in the form of what you call it, the word I was saying, process. Not on the form of process. He didn't process that. He created that. Everything was precise in his head and he formed it and he created it and the job is done. That's like somebody you hire to give a job, they can't do the job, and they're sitting here trying to calculate how would they do the job. That doesn't mean they will not do the job, but during the time that they're trying to figure that out, it's a process of mind. But the originality doesn't have to process anything. The originality of something is straight from creation. Like man. Man was not processed. Man was created. Boom. That's it. I was making the dough yesterday. I made it. And I created it. It was here. Now, it had a process. But the process of it was, what you call it? It was unknown. It wasn't even a process. It was a process to make the dough from flour, from the flour to become dough and to bring it in. But it was creation. It wasn't processed. It was I was creating. I was creating, and I knew what I was creating. I was making dumplings. So the creation of me saying, the state of mind of me saying I want to make, you hear that? I want to make dumplings. I created that dumpling. I created that dumpling by using water, by using flour, and by using cornmeal. I created. I knew what I was doing. Anything that is processed is not good for you. It is not authentic. I created this. I made this. There's a thing called a recipe. Recipe, for one who does not know straight from the head top how to create. So they learn. They learn the understanding of creation. But from the moment you're going to try to process, it will never come out good. You need originality. That's what you need. You don't need nothing to process. And like I said to you, go to your supermarket and look at everything that's processed, and you'll find out it's harmful to you. You'll find out it's harmful for you. You'll find out it's harmful to you. Anything that says process, it's not original. Originality is the substance. For one to go and create something and bring it forth, tastes good, create. Man created the Benz, created it, and keep creating. I believe in creation. Anything that's processed is like imitation of the original thing. You got Nike, you got the processed Nike, the imitation of Nike, which is not Nike, but the imitation. So it's a duplicate, it's a process, it's a duplicate of the originality of the original thing. because the original thing is always authentic. The original food from the earth is authentic. Processed food is man-made, and man adds certain things in it that will kill you. So that's not good. So I would rather to accept and be original than I be a processed person. I would rather stay original than I be a person of process. I'm not me. I'm making make believe. I am pretending to be, but I'm not. That's no good. That's no good. So I would not want to be anything processed. I don't like to hear the word process because, like I said, in a society that I live in, I have seen many times when they said, "Oh, you could come today to pick up, or you could come today to get it." And when you come, they say, "Oh, we thought it was going to be here, but they're still processing it. It's in process." I mean, if it's already there, it's already created. Why can't I have it? Why got to be in a process? If you want to send this to me, I called you a week ago, and I said to you, "Hey man, send me the little small container with the blue top, clear." You say you live in Texas, and I live out here in Brooklyn. And I called you a week ago and I said to you, send me this. And you said, yes, I'll send it to you right away. And I'm waiting for this. Waiting for this. I'm waiting for you to send it. Because without you sending it, I could wait all day. It will never come. You have to send it. But I called you and you tell me yes. But here goes, I called you on Wednesday after. I spoke to you on Sunday and told you send this to me. You said, okay, you will. I didn't get it on Monday. I didn't get it on Tuesday. I didn't get it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I said, I didn't get it on Thursday. I didn't get it the whole week. And the next week come. And I said, wait a minute. Let me call you in front. And I said, hey, guy, what's up? Did you send out this thing for me? And you said to me, oh, man, I was in the process of sending that to you. You was in the process of sending it, but what happened? What happened? But if you wanted to send this for me, it wouldn't be processed. You would just send it. It would be straight creation. You didn't have to wait for a week to process a thought or a state of mind upon sending me this. When it's a simple thing to get this, that's what I asked. And send it out for me. Because that's what you said. Yes, it's not a problem. You could do that. But you was not being honest. Because after I spoke to you a week ago, you still has not sent anything. And when I called you back 2 weeks after, you said to me, oh yes, it's in the process. And you find out things is in the process, always, never on time. Never on time. There's a difference when somebody said, I send you this. I'm going to send you this. It's in the mail. I already posted. But from the moment they tell you, I'm in the process of sending this to you, it might be a little time before you get this. Because if you want to send it, you don't have to process it. You just send it. But because you want this to go through a whole lot of other nonsense, this will become difficult to send. For just sending to you or bringing to you, have to go into a process. Now, I cannot bring you that here. I would have to mail this to you. And then when I mail this to you, there's an issue because now you can't get this because there's still another issue. So with things that being processed, there's a lot of issues with it. Just to let you know, anything at all, it could be food, it could be anything. As long as it's gonna take a time to process to send, you will not get it the time when they tell you, look. We have a thing they call I think Amazon and one of these guys have a thing like overnight. Is it overnight delivery stuff? It's overnight delivery stuff, right? So at first they had people, a lot of people wanted to get the packages and stuff. And they came out with this idea where you get your package the next day. That's what it was. But now the packages doesn't come the next day anymore. Sometimes it do and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it take a week. Sometimes 2 weeks, but it's supposed to be the next day. And you notice if you ever call them and ask them, why is it that you paid for such and such package to reach to you at such and such overnight shipping or whatever, why is it that here comes 2-3 days a week you have not get your package yet? You know what it is? Oh, it's being processed. Why should you process when you has this saying that overnight, next day, that you're guaranteeing the next day? But and you used to do it. It used to be there the next day. It used to be there instantly the next day. But from the moment they adapt processing within shipping the next day, the overnight does not becomes the overnight because now there's issues for the process of this coming to you. So whenever you don't find out and you call, they will tell you the process of this, what this has to go through, where it will end up and why it is and why that. With a process, there's always excuses for the process. Just like a doctor. He cannot tell you exactly what's wrong with you because he has to process you. You have to go through a process. And the process that you're going to go through, it's not going to be the benefit for you. It's going to be the benefit for the doctor because that's where the doctor's going to make the money. Because if it was not so, instantly, he's a doctor. When you went to him, he is specified in that aspect. He would know what's wrong with you and he would be able to treat you right there and then. He will not have you coming for 6 weeks to 90 days, still coming to him while he's trying his process attitude on you. So now that's where he finds he's giving you this for this, but this is not for this. And he knows it, but you are in a process before they kill you, the process of death. So, creation to I is more of a adjective for I to say, well, I focus to create this. I focus to create life in a bottle. And I create life in a bottle, not by a mistake, by a creation, not by a process. My state of mind was on a high marks of creating something good, something nutritious, something that my mind and everything would come together and allow me to see the perfect creation. But I didn't go and make this and no. Process, anything process. If you're going to get your wife or your husband and it's going to be a process upon how she must love you and how she must treat you, if it's a process upon how the man will treat the woman, well, that's not going to work. Because that's not supposed to be a process. That's supposed to be a known, original objective that you know by nature. There's an X and Y chromosome that tells you it's not a second doubt or a second belief upon that creation of that origin. It's a woman and a man, and that's the origin of it, and the origin of it is to fulfill and multiply and to create and to comfort, and that's the origin between a man and a woman. That's the authenticness, not the what you call it, The process? There is no process. There is just creating. Man meet woman, they comes together and they create, they bring children. It is the way it is. This is the creation, the form, the adjective of these origins and the purpose. That's what they do. You can't go around your origin and try to have a what you call it? I keep forgetting the word. I say it all the time. A process. Things that's processed is no good. There's always process. Anything that has a form of process in it, it's no good. It's to create, because within the process is a bunch of people that is trying to get to something and they have not put their minds to it. So they are trying to get enlightened while you being the guinea pig. It's to know. And when you don't know, that doesn't mean you cannot know. But to climb up the Jacob's ladder to know, how would you know? It's wisdom. The wisdom within you, getting to know your trade, getting to know your origin. You can't process that. That is something that is naturally of your origin. Everybody has the natural ability of the origin. And that's not something that is you're going to process. It's to know, because from the moment you know, you are enlightened. You can't process to know. How would you live if you don't understand how to breathe? So the origin to live is to breathe. And a lot of people cannot breathe, so they cannot live. So now they becomes in a process of not understanding the capability of breathing. So now they have to have a process state of teaching that is not of the authentic way, because a lot of people does not know how to breathe. And all their life they've been living because it has processed to them a different way and not the authentic way they suppose of your origin. So if this person been breathing or been eating at the table like slouchish like this, eating for years and eating like a pig, and it been working for him that he think, then I decide to say, okay, I've been seeing my auntie, my brother, my cousin, and all my families eating at the table, and they all are slouching, and I notice they all have a hump in the back, and and I am the only one that actually see this and decide to create my own origin of how should I sit. It's not because everybody's sitting with a slouch. A lot of people might sit with a slouch for a long time until they will have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people will not sit with a slouch. And they might be different. That's why I say it's good to be different sometimes. They might be different. But not because they're different to believe that actually they're no good. Sometimes within the origin, they know definitely it is not for them to sit like that. So within the origin of their true identity revealed to themselves that it's not good to sit like that. And as they sit upright, they notice that they're more, has much more ability, and they notice that they're not hunchbacks like all those that was of the origin of hunchbacking. So you gotta follow your origin. Within your origin, it will allow you to know anything about yourself. And the origin of man and woman it's the way the Most High God created it to be. And it's not of a process. People like to make life a process. So the colonial system has created a process within the colonial system, so everything got to document and process through the colonial system. So there is nothing authentic, because within all these processes, that's where there's a lot of mistakes and a lot of, things ain't right. Because everybody throwing a little bit of their own seasoning in there. So I like to be original. I like to be the original substance. I don't want to be a processed substance. It's like you taking a bottle of Pepsi or Sprite, and you're going to take out half out of the Sprite and you're going to fill it back with water and get back another bottle of Sprite. Yeah, the bottle says Sprite. It's green, it says Sprite. But I guarantee you, if I open that bottle and pour you out some, if you know the origin or the taste, I will not say the origin, the taste. Well, yeah, the origin, because the original Sprite that they made stayed with the flavor, stayed with the taste. And that was the taste that was introduced to the taste buds of everybody's mouth. Now, if someone goes and say, okay, everybody know how Sprite tastes, and decide now, let me take the Sprite, and instead of making a whole bottle of Sprite, I'm going to get half Sprite, half water. And I send it out there. Since the taste that creates the flavor that brings the whole Sprite origin back from creation of it, everybody will know. The moment they taste something different, they know. What is this? This ain't no Sprite, man. This one a wannabe. This one tastes like Sprite, but something wrong here, man. What are they doing? Is it a diet Sprite? What is it? But it doesn't say diet. You will know. So the moment you try to change from your origin into a process, then you're off track. You're not original no more. You're not. You're going off something else. You're a crossbreed of something else, and your originality. It's like your culture, like your culture, your identity of who you are as a person. If you don't know your culture, you don't know your pedigree, you don't know your source, you don't know your essence, then how could you relate or even connect to any of your ancestors or anything that has to do with your culture or of your race of people if you're not of the origin? If your origin has drifted away. If you don't want to hear nothing about slavery, you don't want to hear nothing about who you are, you don't want to know you as a living soul, how powerful you are, you're a king. We're kings and queens. And if you don't want to know that, and you want to hold on to your processness that is not authentic, then you should fade away like a water vapor, because by the time you grow and you have children, there will be no history or nothing to pass on to your generation. And that will be a watered down version. That's like we have a watered down version right now of everything that we intertwine with, that the colonial system threw at us, is a watered version. It's not authentic. Not even to know who we are as a people is authentic, because they have told us that we are so many different things that has nothing to do with us. And again, they have us as a processed version, still processing us. So we got to come out of the processed state of mentality. We got to come out of that. We are original. We don't need to process nothing. We authentic. We are the core, the root. And if you have the root, what more that you want to process? You know, the root is from the earth, and the root is the actually backbone for this tree. If a tree don't have no roots, it will fall, and it does not have strong roots, it will fall. So roots are important. Roots are connection that connect us to be original. and not of a process ideology or state of mind or a people that is of a processed version. This is why we have cloning. This is why, because it's more processing. It's more processing. Processing the human, the souls of God into androids. It's a process. And that's why they say they believe into the process, because the key thing is to try to become as God and becomes as powerful as God. So they are in a process to process man, rebirth, create man again. So they don't like the originality of men and women. They don't like the originality of the way God created things. And their job is to go to process a plan to change all of that and to make it like how they want. So the key thing is to get people to accept process. So of course, your body is processing by the food that you eat. It's processing by the Kentucky, the McDonald's, and all that food you eating with all the fancy high type of oil and all this stuff that they're using and all these radiation that's penetrating your food. It's to process you, process your body, to change you. All right. And all the medicines they're going to make now, it is processed for a processed body. So even your medicine is not authentic anymore. And it has not been authentic from since of the Bushman. You eliminate the Bushman, you eliminate the originality of the people, you eliminate their culture, their ways, you take away their knowledge, and then you bring what you call it? When I talk about these things, it gets me processing. It gets me because why is it that we does not want to stay in our true form, which is our originality form, which is of spirit and soul, of light? Why we want to be processed fully flesh when we know the flesh shall fade away? So it's a desire to have people to change. And to change people is by processing their food, their lifestyle into what it's not authentic. People worship diamonds and lust and all the things that it's abomination to the soul. They process that within their head and they place this stuff in that process place where they accept these things that will damage the spirit, the light force. Remember, there's a dark force and a light force. The light force is what's in the third head of the pineal gland in the marrow that allow you to awaken to see the darkness of the slumber. When I say darkness, I don't literally mean dark black. I mean the wickedness that man does. The wicked things we do in life. Because the word black, I already told you what it is. The word black is beautiful. It's supreme. It's in order. And it's in it again, it's in its own agenda, which is a beautiful agenda because life came from the womb. So do not hate the dog. Hate the evil that comes within the dog. Those that was cut out to work within the dog. Because like I said, every one of us has been into that womb where it was dark. And we grew into the womb. And there was no harm came to us within the womb, but only growth. So that's why I'm saying be original and do not be, okay, a process. The original can never be a process. It could be a continuation of originality. But that process, that it's coming to be a bacteria, something that is destroying because everybody's not being themselves. They rather be an imitation. They rather be a phony. They don't want. They don't want to be original. They don't want to be original because they've been eating fake. If your food is fake, it's not good. It's not giving you anything. No form of vital. No form of energy. Nothing here. It's not working for you. How would you ever see the things of the Most High? So the more you're being processed and contaminated, the more wicked you're going to be. You're not able to talk to your spiritual self. You will not able to be connected to your spiritual self. You will not be able to tap into your own dome state of mind. You will not. Because you are on a diet that is of a processed substance that is of wrong, evil, negativity. That's what it is. So please stay in the original form. Okay? You know what the book of Isaiah, I've been telling people, no weapon that form against me shall prosper. None at all. I've been saying it and telling people. And most people believe when I comes on the platform, I got 44,000 people. And people, I will let y'all know something. So last week, people, I decided the whole summer from last year, I was going to watch what was going on with YouTube and AdSense and all of them, and Google. They, all of them got hoofed up. Google runs the whole thing. Okay, we got YouTube over there, Spider Google, they doing their thing, but they all got hoofed up. Anyway, I've been watching them from last year and year before last year, and this summer when it came. And I told y'all guys that, excuse me, let me get a life in the water and some water. And I told y'all guys that they have it out for me. And it's real talk. YouTube has me in prison. I'm a prisoner for YouTube. Yes, people. They have my whole platform in prison. They have me in prison where they don't allow my numbers to increase, nor my views. Like I'm saying, people, I got 44,000 people. And 44,000 people, that's a lot of people. And you mean to tell me when I put out a video, I can't even get 2,000 people? Not even 3,000 people, and man, I have 44,000 people? So last week, Sean had called me, Sean G had called me and tell me that he saw one of my videos. Somebody took one of my videos, the video that I made with him, where we made together, and had put it out there and was getting views on it. So when Sean told me that, I said, nah, Sean, I ain't gonna work like that. I said, Sean, I'm about to get up in this right here, right now. Sean said, yeah, I'm about to do the same thing too. See what people don't understand. It's not because you see people probably not together. You know, Sean is not a bad person. I mean, we're human beings, man. People go through all the little nonsense. But apart from that, I'm a bigger guy, a bigger man than that. I believe in a higher power. But when Sean called me and Sean told me what was going on, I said, I bet, Sean. He said, I'm going to send you the link, this and that and the other. I said, bet. He sent the link. I called that guy. Quick, why don't you call him? And he never answered. Called him again and sent a thing. I said, yo, bro, listen, bro. Don't be doing these type of things because you took the video. You never even sent anything to me or to Sean saying, man, could I get permission to put this video out and this and that and the other? We didn't get back to you. We didn't say anything to you. You just went. Sean had sent me that video, which went 2 million, 2 point something million. He had sent me the video, but what happened when he sent me that video last year, the video is so long, the file for it is so long that I have the video into my old phone. I don't switch my phone already. You know, I got it. And I never really used it because it was for me to go and do something with it. And I never really get to do anything with it. So last week, I was home since I didn't place the video out for about 3 weeks, almost a month. I said, let me go and get one of my videos and make something with it. So I took that video, which is my video that I made with Sean on Sean's channel. It's my video. And I didn't see I was to ask permission, but even though I know, you know, it's my stuff, but the brother had sent the stuff for me, and I decided to go and screenshot a little clip and add that with another little clips of what I have done. Anyway, I send that out. And when I send that out, instantly they flag my stuff. Okay? I jump back here and I call him and I on the chat line. I say, you know what? I don't understand your guys. How people could take my stuff, okay, and have it on. And then y'all know that's not their stuff. Y'all do not give them a flag. Y'all do not strike them or do them anything. But I use my own stuff, and instantly you tell me I don't have rights to use my own stuff. So I sent a letter to them speaking to them, and they told me that something about they was gonna check it out. Anyway, they said they check it out, and then they said okay, they would let it out. They let it out. Now I put out another video in the summer where they banned the video. Right after I put out the video, they just banned the video. Now they're trying to play games. They send that video that they banned and tell me that I go against procedures and this and that and the other. I was speaking about the Bible, and I was speaking about two books in the Bible, the book of Genesis and the book of Revelation. That shows you, that identify Iblis, which is the Shaitan, and Revelation let you know of his tricks and trades. And they banned that video and say that video is like I give false information to the public. They banned the video. I wrote a whole note letting them know there was, you know what they did? They went and they banned 30 of my videos. Strike it out. 30. Now, these same videos was videos that they tried to flagged out before. And I went and I appealed and they let it out. Right after I sent that letter, 30 of my videos, they just, even videos I'm making lives, like I'm doing right now, they want half out of that. They will ask half out of this right here. This is me, my strength, my ability. They want half out of that. Right after I post this, I will find out, I'll see the dollar sign. It was not going to be green. It's going to be yellow, or it's going to have a little line. It's not going to be green. When it's green, that's when you're getting paid for it. When it's yellow, they're taking half. When it has that cross check, you're not getting nothing for it. Okay? So they put 30 videos of mine that I made from months or weeks ago. They banned them. So I went back again and I appealed it. And I see they removed it. So they're playing with my stuff. So now I sent a letter to them asking them, why is it that because if you're ready to everything I do, y'all got the bots on me. Okay? After I send a letter to y'all turn around, y'all ban 30 of my videos. 30. Can't get paid for it. Go back to y'all and answer y'all guys, and then y'all took them off. Right? Now I wrote a letter to y'all asking y'all guys why y'all got me in prison. Why I'm a prisoner. Everything I do, you want half. I make a song, I sing a song, you want half. I make a live, you want half. I make a vlog, you want half. Half of what? So they ain't paying me nothing. Because one time I was getting a little money. Now they done lock my stuff down to the bone. Put out a video. You look at it, 9 hours, 260. I got 44,000 people. So I've been writing in to let them know, why are your guys doing this? Y'all shouldn't, if your guys is here to allow people to bring out, it's a country, freedom of speech, and you can bring what you gotta bring out, and you're not violating people, why is y'all writing me so hard? And if y'all are so strict upon what you're saying, why is it I'm seeing all that filth? People are practically taking out their clothes. There's this girl, she's practically having sex. She's having intercourse. You've seen everything. I never see the flag. She comes out, her breast always out, she put two little stuff on her breast. She does everything, butt cheeks, everything up in the air. Real nasty, real vulgar. She's there. Now, I'm not fighting against her stuff, but if you have an order and a principle and you say a lot of things that you find it doesn't suit These things doesn't suit their little trend watching that. But you writing me. So I I wrote the letter to them and asked them to contact me and talk to me. Why is it 44,000? Now I had 44,000 since I'm supposed to be at least 100,000 to 95K. Okay? I'm supposed to be. Because when my stuff was moving, they stick a pin in it. When I called them and asked them what's going on, you know what they told me? They said I had a lot of people that was building making fake accounts and this and that. I had all the sex people come in and this and that. I said, I don't deal with these things. I don't check my stuff. I don't talk to people on these lines. I don't try to talk to no girls I see taking off their clothes, coming on the Instagram or on the YouTube, trying to get men. And all. I'm not into these chat lines. I don't do this. I don't. Go ahead. Anybody can check myself. I don't do that. So I was getting out a lot. And then they said they cleaned my page for me. They cleaned it up. So these people cannot reach me no more. Okay. That was a year. I'm still there now. Every time people subscribe to me every day. People subscribe. I have people come to my house to do work and they subscribe. I got people every day subscribing. And you tell me I put out a video with 44,000 people and I can't even get 2,000 people. So then I asked them, I need someone to go and to check my stuff out. What's going on? Why is it that videos that y'all try to put a strike on or try to, hold down, that when I ask for your guy to check it out, and y'all check it out, y'all let it go, you're coming back again and shutting it down. They have not, today is Monday, I'm here waiting. They have not contacted me yet, because I need somebody to chat with me that tells me. Why is it that a person like me, man, I got I have people that tell me, Red, you're not on YouTube anymore. How comes I don't see your stuff popping up? I tell people check the notification bell. Look, I stay away from 3 weeks. And there were people who's, Red, we miss you, we miss you, we miss you, we miss you, miss you. People loves me, I know that. I have 44,000 people, but somewhere down the line, something is programmed to push away the people off. I had the Facebook stuff where I was paying like $25 or $15, and they would find a certain people. And when I find people, I find 100 people, I'll find this. Right after that, if I don't pay the $20 or the $30 for that week, that same week, following week, the people that I lost them again. Like they want you to keep paying. And I need somebody over there to go and check this out because this is not right. This is not right. They are holding me in prison, man. They have me bound. So, like I said, I wrote a letter to them. I'm waiting today for them to contact me because this is just not right. And it proved to me when I saw that they went and banned 30 videos and these videos that was already approved, then not only that, they had about 20 something videos that I post from since June. From June, right? You know when you post a video and the video gotta come out, so it's uploaded. I got videos that I already post. It's uploading. It's on Premiere. Set on Premiere from since June. I went and I look at this thing and I said, well, this is Premiere. I already, what is going on there? Putting my stuff places where even though you go and you squeeze the like, it's not liking. You try to squeeze the like button, nothing. It's not going. The people are squeezing, but the like is not staying. It's not registering. People ask me, and when they go to the phone, they unsubscribe, and it's not them. They unsubscribe. They don't know when I'm putting out certain stuff when there's a notification bell that allow people to know when I'm putting something out. That's why you have the notification bell. So they are doing me dirty. And that's why I told them, I said, well, this is no need for this. Because, bro, I don't come out on my platform. I don't insult people. I don't harass people. I don't call people names. I'm very respectable on my platform. The only thing that I do, I speak the truth. And they don't like it. They get mad. So imagine a big company like YouTube and these guys that's supposed to help brothers like us. I noticed they like YouTube and these guys, they like a lot of nasty stuff, talk about bud, poop, and sex, and Crazy stuff get views instantly. They give people rewards fast. Oh, they tell them about, oh, how good they are, how great they are, because this person don't talk about but a bunch of nasty stuff. And these are the people that they give big rewards and big plaques to for being so creative. Being so creative. Creative about what? By speaking about butt and rectums? That's creative. This is creative. Hmm? By coming and having a big talk about sex and orgy and this, that, and who is a slut and who is a BS and who's that, that is creative. That's really creative. Huh? How dare you all? To say a person like that is doing something for the cause. What's creative about a woman or a man who is coming to guide little children about sex and money and diamonds and fame and all? This is what you'll give people awards for and give them plaques for and say that they're creative? So I'm not creative. I'm not creative. Everything I do, it's against your principle. Because I don't have no one looking to play in the butt. I don't have nobody looking to suck their own breast or looking to masturbate. I don't have nobody doing that. I'm not telling people how to go sell their souls. And I'm not a good role model. I can't get a plaque because I'm so bad. I'm a bad influence. I'm such of a bad influence that I'm talking about the Bible and God and good over evil, and the children don't want to hear that because that is so evil. You can't speak about that. These children will go crazy. But you think what is good is to allow the children to know how to take off the clothes. You think that is good. You give people plaques for this. You send them $10,000 for deceiving the world. For deceiving these young guys, these young brothers, these young sisters, these young kings, these young queens, for deceiving them. You don't want to see me talking about with the young man and the young woman how to stay focused, stay out of prison, stay out of jail, do good, good will always follow you, take care of the poor and the needy. That's no good. That's wicked. That's evil. Why would Red want the people to take care of the old people? If Red was saying to beat the old people, kick them down, maybe I would get a plaque. Or we'll have some of the people saying, this man is evil, but the people love evil. So I'll probably be about 200 million. Y'all want me to go around and throw cold water, freezing cold water, and a homeless man that's sleeping to see how he's going to react. And then I get a plaque. Y'all want me to go and, just humiliate people, make them feel out of themselves. I'll get a plaque. You want to see the old man begging? And I'm going to slap the cup out of his hand. Let it hit him in the face. I will get a plaque. You want to see that old man eating, drinking a coffee, and here I come, just knock the whole coffee in his face, make him burn his face up. That will give me a plaque. That will not break no laws. You would like to see me here with a big bottle of Hennessy, telling the young folks, listen, man, whenever you have a problem, or your mother giving you trouble, or you notice you're going to school and you ain't learning anything, they say you're a blackhead, you can't learn. This is what you do. You go buy a big bottle of Hennessy and you drink. I would get a plaque for that. You tell me how great I am. If I was going and take a pillow and stick it under my stomach, in my belly, and make it look like I was pregnant, and I was walking on some high heel shoes, you give me a plaque. You say how I'm worthy to get a plaque. If I was dressing like a drag queen, you'll give me a plaque. If I was in the club kissing all different type of butt in the night time, showing young guys to go to the club, what they should do with their tongues, you'll give me a plaque. Because I notice you're like the people that bring the people out. You're like the people that cause the people to go astray. You love them. You don't like people like me. You don't like people like Redshot BlackStar. I'm a problem. That is why you'll have me in prison. That is why you're the one like 44,000. You'll have me set up on the computer. For every 44,000, so for every 1,000 person that subscribe and like, you'll only give me 4. This is why I have 44,000 and when I put out my stuff, it's next to nothing. Y'all set me up. Y'all got me placed it. Y'all doing me wickedness just because I am not working for y'all. Huh? I'm not getting people cheering to go astray. When you see me talking to the young boy, it's how great they are. They are stars. When you see I'm talking to the young sister, it's about she's a queen. That's not good. BlackStar, you're not doing what we want. We want you to teach the black man, the young black man and the young black woman that they ain't nothing. That they're a bunch of hoe. Yeah. And niggas, yeah. And yeah. And then I will get a plaque. You want me to run to the McDonald's and make myself to turn a fool? I'll get a plaque. You want me to go to what's this guy, Subways, and jump on the counter, jump behind and pull a Subway, and everybody will love this. So our next young guy will do the same, and everybody will follow me, a trend. So since I'm not creating no trends, if I do a trend, it's a righteous trend to do good things. Y'all don't like my trend. My trend is when you see an old person, say good morning. You don't like that. Your thing is when you see an old person, cuss them and kick them down. My thing is help the poor. Your thing is rob the poor. Knock the old man out. You want to hit the old man across his jaw to see that old man, the way he's going to do his 360. When you hit him in the jaw. And Facebook going to give you all the likes. You're going to go viral. They're going to turn that into a cartoon. Like the guy when the police pull him over and he drunk. And he say, I wasn't driving. I was sitting in my car. Oh, my love, the police guy say he was driving. I was driving. All right, take me to jail. Everything else. They like stuff like that. These things go viral. When black men becomes a fool. When black people are acting stupid. When black people are doing the things to take down other black. Facebook and them love it. They rejoice and give you the reward so you can get that big check. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 6,000, 10,000 a month. They love that. They give you the power. They ain't going to give me that because I'm sending too much of positive message out. They are watching me like hawks. Every minute, oh, I think you have violated the procedure. And I think these people are putting their butt out. They are doing all type of things. Little children stays, and this is how y'all get people through the web. Y'all don't like me. Y'all don't. Y'all being very unfair to me. A man like me that speak of righteousness, speak with I don't come up here and turn myself into some piece of crap. And y'all don't want to hear that. What y'all want to hear is all the things, the trends of things that y'all put out for the younger generation to fall head over heels. We have a whole big, over the 52 states, people are killing people left, right, and center. That come like in the days of Texas. Everybody have a gun. But the gun just bigger and have more bullets. Yeah. And the government, no. These are young black guys that are rich and have money. They have ability. They were suffering from the same ghettos and slums. And today they're able to have a Bugatti. They're able to have a yacht. They're able to buy mansions. But they fame go up into their head because as the other one is rising, they have set it up for we to destroy each other. And even the police all over Jamaica, Trinidad, all over crimes and all of these things happening. And the media could tell you, everybody could give you the 411 to top and teeth. They give you to pants and shirt and socks and shoes. They tell you everything that's happening in the community. More than the police could tell you. They have more information than the police them and the sergeants them. They got more information than them. We could stop crime. But crime doesn't stop because they love crime. This is what makes money. It's a business. They could stop all this nonsense. They ain't. They ain't, because it's a business. There's three things going on here. Doing the job for them. Helping them to make money. And allowing the world to see how evil and wicked and dumb we are. Yeah. That's what it is. So when I am bringing black awareness, when I'm bringing black, the real black awareness, this is it. We have LGBT, what do they call them, LGBT? We have them there and everybody saying Black Lives Matter and everybody going, yeah. Well, that's what they think. I'm not here to throw stones at people, but we know the real thing. That these people don't do nothing for nothing. It's always way for them to big up themselves and push themselves. Sincerely, they are only proclaiming certain things so they could able to have their way to the full rim. That's what it is. But where is the authenticness? Where is the authenticness? The reality of what's really taking place. Everybody's playing a part. Everybody dipped their hand in the cookie jar and they are calling everybody thieves. Everybody wants. We have gang leaders who want to do what they want. We have LGBTQ or whatever they call them, wants a part to do what they want. We have, I told you, it's all different departments. They all is heading to do what they want. They all want to create crime in their own way. They want to put their crime on the scale by saying yours is more bold than mine. You has a gun and you are killing and robbing. I don't have a gun, but in reality, you are still killing. Because when you get what you get, your viruses, you do not stay with one partner. You help and spread and spread and spread. So it's like, I don't get you all. A man have a woman, the man cheating on the woman, or the woman is cheating on the man. It's a problem. A woman living with a man and this man is talking to her a certain way and maybe being disrespectful to her. The woman say, you're not going to talk to me like that. Yet still she leave that man and she go live with a woman. No, that woman is beating her worse than the man used to talk to her. There's a bunch of people. That's why I say when you're processing things, this is what happened. Processing is never original. It's not. So everybody wants a piece of the action. So they're all pointing fingers. Okay? They all are pointing fingers. They all are doing something that's not right. They all are playing a part. They have their hands, all of them have their hands in the cookie jar, but everybody holding a cookie different. Some have it one finger, some pinching, some have a feast. So yeah, everybody hands in the cookie jar. Yes. And everybody calling everybody a thief. Oh, a liar, you despicable. Whoa, despicable. God, like I said, the origin of things as it's supposed to be is X and Y. But if people want to do what they want to do, that's on you. We don't have time to call people out. But the origin, my origin as a man, is for have no woman fulfill what God said if you do the plan of the Most High. That is the origin of I man. See the woman sit down there, so, and the youth there, this is I man origin. See? Because that's what the Most High God telling me if you do. Why would I want to use a what you call it there? The word I using for morning there. God. So hold on people. I forgetting the process. Why would I want to be a process? When I could be the original, when I could be the authentic thing. See? So that is why you find out these process people that is processing the evil states of mind in the head are not authentic. Because the thing they are processing is of negative and evil. And it's not of the Creator. And we know anything that's processed of man is no good. Because man is processing food that's causing cancer and killing people. So again, like I said, I am not here to call out nobody. I am just saying I, as a leading light being energy, does not want to be processed. Does not want to be processed, not willing, will never. I will stay original and I will die that way, but leave. Yes, I'm going to create my cocoon to transform. But I will not process. No process going on here. Any questions?
So I said peace to you, right?
Bless up my brother Twin. Twin, you over when they say about the process, don't process nothing. Masturbation is a process too, you know. And that's why, you know, if you do it. Because then it takes you away from your original self. It breaks down your original ability. And it allows you to create an imitation, not authentic. You become a weaker individual. A weaker individual. Not being telling people about the masturbation thing. And like, you know, you can say what you want. You got a woman and I ain't got no girl and a man. Yeah. You know? But it's the overall thing. You see, everything has a balance in it. It's not a process. It's a balance. Am I masturbating in his house? Well, okay, that's your business. And people listen not over what I'm saying. You know, like to say I speaks about things and they want to violate my things. See? It's the overstanding of what you do. It's not what you do, it's how you do. And then I'm telling you, it's just going to lead for a bigger door to open. Because when you do it and you feel pleasure, pleasure is what's going to take you by you fulfilling your earthly needs, your fleshly needs. It will have you on a new path, a never-ending path where you'll do it all your life and you'll get weaker and weaker. And probably when you do find a wife, you're not able to satisfy her, nor able to deal with her because you have drained yourself. So again, don't be a process. Be original. Be the core, the root. Be the root. When you're the root, nothing can never change. Nothing cannot change. But you become the divine because you're of the root. So don't be a process. Don't be a process. When you process, you confuse. When you process, you can't make your mind. When you process, you don't know actually what's really going on because it's all about changes that doesn't connect to you. A lot of things you may want to do has nothing to do with you. Okay? A lot of things that you think, see, a lot of people feel things right and see things right, but in reality, it's not. It's not. Because from the moment you have that process mentality, it's not. You ever see you want something? You want something, then after you get it, you find out there's no use for it. Because that was not a natural thing. That was a process. A process for a position that you don't understand the value of that position. You see? So do not try to process things, but allow things to stay original. People like to make people to what they want. You like me, you love me, but you want to change me into what you want. That's processing. You want to change me. How could I ever be me, original me? Because you gotta love me for me. But if I have to pretend to be what you want, so what happened the day when I go back to my original self? You're gonna get mad. You gonna lose your head. You're gonna lose your head. So originality is the best, and accept people for who they are. Accept them for them. Don't accept a fake. Don't accept one who's processing a way to come around you to pretend to act to be. You playing the part, the role to be, but that's not you because you're on a process. But if you're official and original, you don't have to pretend. You don't have to process nothing. It's naturally flowing. You ever hear somebody that know how to do something like you talking, right? And you could talk and what you say makes a lot of sense. And there's another person that's there that believe they have the ability to talk because they might be very educated or might know how to use words, but the words don't mean nothing because even when they're coming with what they're saying, it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't have no connection. It's like kicking the plug to plug it into the outlet, the socket. But if you do that and there has no juice running through, ain't nothing gonna work. So you need juice. And the juice is the originality of you. That makes the flavor. You being you. And people cannot take sometimes when you being you, they would like you to be a process of what they want. You'll see people. They would like you to be what they want. So you're not being you, you're being what they want. So all your life you will be miserable because you're just trying to be what they want you to be. But how about you? To be you, authentic, you, original, you, that's the best that you could be. There is no other person that could play that part better than who you are. No other person. So peace and blessings, people, and one love and all praises unto the Most High. I'll take the questions and then I'll have to run.
BJ Grizzly says hello.
Bless up BJ Disney. I appreciate the being on the platform. And I want you guys to over that them people that have Iman in a prison. Because my thing is forever good with the 44,000. And then people are just trying to make I to give up. They're trying to make me believe that I'm not, my stuff is no good and nobody don't like it. So I could give up and but I will never give up because you see, I am not a process. I am an originator. You see, with the process, I would done stuck already. I would have to wait to process to see what next. But as original, they can't, as one tire pop, you find a way to roll because you're original. See, and if that tire or that would broke, you find something else and then they're unstoppable. So that's when you're original with a root, with a backbone. They can't do nothing to you. But when you are processing, you have a process substance. You have a process state of mind. You cannot make your mind until somebody make it for you. Process an idea in their head, in their imaginary mind to allow them to run it in your head and doesn't have your own ability to be original, not a process, but to be original of your life, a vine of your own divine, to be who you are. Because that's what we are. We can't be nobody else. I cannot be Peter, and Peter cannot be me. I could only be Red. I could only be BlackStar. I could only be me. And within me, I have to accept that and know I have the ability within me, okay, to be who I am original. I don't have to fake that. That's me. That's my form, my creation, that my root. That's me. But the moment I try to play to be something else, or I allow somebody to come and try to reform me and recreate me, to process me, to prepare me. You see, like prison. People go to prison. What the people them say in the prison, they send them there as a process to what? To redo what? Reevaluate them to what? Recycle to do what? Regenerate them to do what? To introduce them into society. But the majority of the people that come out, they mess them up because they reprogram the process. The process damaged them. The process that young men going to prison, the process of that didn't do better. That's why a lot of men keep going back into prison. Because it's a process and that process failed. That's why the prisons becomes a big business, because the process of that was not to stop people from going to prison, but to keep making people go to prison. That was the process. The originality of it was never there. The process was to create this colonial system as a process to keep us in prison. So the process of it is keep making more prisons and keep creating things, processing things that will create more harm and more problems and more and more and more. So it's always a process that cannot finish, man. If you're making a highway, make it and done. You ever see those of us that's from the islands? When the government start fixing the road and they just stop, it becomes a process. They never finish. They never. But if it was authentic for them, it would done. This man would do the road, done it, and finish, because it is. He know it's the originality of what he's supposed to do, and he knows the benefit and the good that will come out of it. But he don't. He has to make it go through a process. So they will fix over here, start fixing, but they have to process what's going on here because they want to get some of the money. They have to steal some of the money. They have to take some of the money. They got to get rich. They got to pay this person. They got everything that's going on process is on the process. No, like I said to you, it's a whole bunch of con artists in that process league. No process. Give me original. Give me originality. I'll live with that. I'll die for originality. Be yourself. Be true. If you're not giving something, say you're not giving it. Don't put me in the process that you're gonna tell me, come tomorrow at 4 o'clock and we knowing you ain't gonna give me that. You can tell me right there, yo, you ain't getting it. No, don't process it. Just let it out. Be original. Be truth. No, man. Why have me coming there for 3 weeks to do the same thing where you processing and process can't finish? Because process never finish. Even when you go for surgery and they do process with you, trust me, you will be back in the hospital. Because the process surgery, they have not finished. It's not perfect. It will give problem. You gotta come back. Get off the processing. Stop eating processed food. Stop taking anything that's processed. Take originality. If it ain't original, it ain't good. I don't want to drink coconut water, and coconut water have 4 other things in it that are processed. That's not coconut water. That's cocoa dead water. That's what it is. Our cocoa killed dead. It's not no coconut water. No. This is cocoa crazy. Cuckoo crazy water. Because it's processed. Go read all the things that's in the process. And you see where they process to kill you. The process is to kill you. That's what it is, people. Peace and blessings. Let me get the questions. And I gotta go. And I hope you're over what I'm saying, because I am the only one right about now. I'm not going to boast and brag about this but I know something is happening. For instance, the BlackStar Redshot comes out speaking about good over evil, allowing people to go ahead and create their own platforms. Those of y'all that had your jobs and you all had to take the hoo-ha-ha-ha and didn't know what to do, and I told you, quit the damn job, find something to do. God is great. You'll be okay. I told you, if you was in Africa, Trinidad, Guyana, Grenada, Jamaica, wherever you all was at, okay? Do something. Go in your neighborhood. Feed the poor. And I've seen it, man. All over, man. I see people rising. I see brothers rising. I see sisters rising. Sisters, brothers, all over. We are on a mission all over the world. We proclaiming righteousness. We proclaiming the name of the Most High. So it's a good thing. So like I tell people, man, I don't have to get the 160,000 a video, a vlog of 60,000, 100K right now. Yeah, but I tell them, let's see how long you're gonna keep getting 100,000. Let's see how long you're gonna keep getting 60,000. You're gonna go viral. Let's see how many times. That's okay, but let's see how many times, because guess what? The more you push of the things that they want you to do, it's the more you're gonna push. Because listen, if you used to kiss a butt cheek, for 2 years and people didn't like it. Now the people don't want to see you kissing them with butt cheek. They want you to take it further. They want you to take it further. And until when you degrade yourself, until when you reach to the point and degrade yourself, because as you see, this YouTube stuff is a thing that's fluctuating like that. After a while, when the demons take over the people in their head, they don't want to hear nothing I'm saying and nobody else that talks like me. They want to see people doing evil stuff. They want to see people, you see people go to a club now, they don't even, the people go, they're swinging people around. I mean, back then you go to a party, you stay one place, you dance, you dance with your lady. Now people don't go for this. People go to hold people to do helicopter, hold them by the legs, swing them, their head could hit on a pole, they could hit on a refrigerator. They don't even keep partying in the house no more. The house is so small. It's in the road, in the street, so you could hit the light pole, you could knock on somebody's car, you could hit a rock. It's a bunch of craziness. Man, I'm glad I have the age that I have, because if I was of this generation right now and I had to go to say I was going to a club and I had to dress up to go to the club, but by the time I reach to the club, I am more dirty than the guy that doesn't bathe, that didn't bathe for 90 days, that my clothes that I must be paying all 400, 500 becomes a rag because the guy that's dancing with me decided to tear my top off. He decided to bust my pants. Or my wig that I went and paid maybe $400 for to attach into my hair. When he's drinking, he get high, all of a sudden he hold me by my hand, he's ripping the hair out of my scalp that I don't even have. This is demon people that enjoy yourself satanic ways. This is not a so thank God I have that age and I have that common sense. And for those young people who just do things like that, will know that you are a king or a queen and you will not go to a party or to a club and have nobody dragging you like a lawnmower on the floor or a dust mop or, the things I see y'all do. Woman lie down, man go stand up all the way at least 13 feet, 14 feet, 15 feet, 16 feet and jump into her crutch. This is your pelvis. You could break your pelvis. You know how many things you could do, but this is not normal. So why I must say I'm going to a club? If I am a female, guy must be weigh about 160 pounds, 170, maybe 200 pounds. And I'm going to allow him to go on top of something to jump on my little skinny, but to show the world that I'm a dancer. This is the madness that we do, and we figure that's our time, and but we know, yes, it's your time. It is the time that I told you all this. I speak in parables and I speak truth. And I speak in a way that sometimes you'll need to listen. The Green Reaper, I will say that and I will take in the questions. I said it in my last vlog. The Green Reaper been around a very long time. Green Reaper. It was his job to take life. He was happy. He was the man back then. And that brother don't look right, man. So, I mean, I've seen him the 2 times death approach me. He is cold like ice, colder than ice. The Green Reaper. Thank God I'm still in the land of the living. But I felt a little bit of his cripness. And he's not a nice guy. But people of today, of this generation, man, they put in the Green Reaper out of work. They don't even allow the Green Reaper to kill people no more. Listen, this is why I told y'all guys, listen to what the BlackStar saying to y'all guys, man. Listen me. It says, again, I say things more than once because it's for a reason and in different vlogs too. My Lord says in the book of Revelation that in that day, death shall flee away from man. I mean, death don't have nothing to do with man. So you mean to me, man really has come so terrible and so outrageous that Mr. Death Grand Reaper busting his 10 skeleton toes to get away from men? So men is a real serious problem if you have the Grand Reaper running. And look, I told you, back then you hear people die the only time you hear about 21 people die, 16 people die, 5, 10 people die was in Vietnam. When they go to war. These days 16 people die at a corner. 21 people get shot. What? These are the days. Look at the signs. and you'll know of the coming of my Lord. So give me the questions, Mama.
Logic said diet reflects onto our lives.
Yes, my brother. Yes, I. True indeed. And from the time we're gonna make the Grand Reaper start to run, we're in serious problem. Whoever made the Grand Reaper run, you ever hear with them say to you, when death come to you, you can't run, go away. Death. So why the Most High is letting us know in the last days, death don't want to mingle with us. Why? Death. And you could see why. You could see why. These youngsters make death to piss on him. This generation know. When death comes in, death is scared of them. Sometimes you wonder how they survive all these gunshots that they get. If death is cheating, a man get one little two shot in his arm or somewhere, he dies. Them guys getting 9, they're getting 14, 15, and they are coming around, still alive, and telling you, say they watch death in the face. I almost lose my life on many occasions, but I don't think that is something for a man to rejoice. It's just the mercy of God. I have more things to do in the land of the living. So my life has been spared. But a day will come. Yeah, but it will have to be taken. I came here one day, I will have to go one day. Give me the rest of the questions, please.
Maggie said up top family.
I stay with them. Thank you, my brother. I always have to dip on top. Yes, I. In the righteous way. This is this life in a bucket. Boy, see the one is another new one. That's the one that throws out. Don't forget, people, I have never stopped creating. If y'all want the life in the bucket, or y'all want your food, it's winter time. A lot of your guys don't like to, actually don't have the time to buy anything outside or the coke or whatever, but the red is here. If you want the food, you could call Iman, cash up me, I will cook it. And you can come pick it up if you're in my facility. I could deliver it for you, but it's better that you have your car and come pick it up because it's winter time. And I don't want to bring no cold food for nobody because I does not have a car. Okay, so guys, what's the rest of the question?
Guardian said hello.
Blessed Guardian, love the name there. Stay upon your God all the time. God a great one. Yes, I peace and blessings. I hope that you did like what I am bringing. God is to educate the people and not miseducate them. Yes, I.
KM said that's messed up.
Yes, I. Really and truly. Right now I'm waiting for them to see if they're going to respond onto the text because it's not right, man. And I just want to show you how people with power, how they could really, really, really fight against the Most High people. Because look what they are doing. I told you, demand them one letter, one, my own stuff that I create, and I cannot even put it out. And anybody could get my stuff, see, and put it out there. Nobody call the Redshot BlackStar and say, hey, somebody has your stuff out there. They let them to make their views and get what they want. But when I put out my stuff, I always have a problem with my own stuff. It's me. You don't see nobody else look like that. I have that face. So anyway, you see me doing anything, that's me. That's my stuff. But why you don't know it? I am the original. That's what I tell you, I deal with originality. Not process. I'm not a process BlackStar. I'm not an imitation. I am the original. You never see none look like me. That's why I'm different. That's why I'm a one-man, me and the Most High one-man bandit. You know, see me all the time with a massive of people around me. Only when I'm training, teaching people, not training, but teaching people. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
That was fun, Pete Cakes
That,
TV.
thank you, PK Stevie. I appreciate you.
One love,
Yes, sir. People like you make things happen, man, because you don't know the truth, you know. This is why I tell people. The race is not only for the swift, but for those that could endure. And sometimes I kick back and I know, say, I'm anxious to get more people. But these people know why they are doing what they are doing because they know if I grow to be massive, my thing will be as something that will work, and it will be good for the community. It will be good for the youth them. They don't want people like Ayman around because it's not Ayman is not here for try to mislead the youth them. They want people to mislead the youths them. They like the gangsters that give the young boys guns and drugs in the community. They love it. They're hypocrite two-faced. They only pretend that they don't like it. They love it. They love when they hear the young sons get shot and they didn't die. They love to know when the young sons are gangsters and doing petty crime in the community. A lot of them know what the sons and daughters do. They know. That is why when I come and talk, they give me a hard time. They always believe that I think I am better. But from morning, I always tell people, I am not better than anyone. I is just a man that see things in my community and know that things could be better. The youths them are the future, and I believe that you should interact with the youths them and bring up the youths them the right way and teach the youths them the right things. If we don't teach the youths them where all they would learn, and a lot of them lives will go down the drain because they're gonna go more crazy and you see what they are doing to each other. They are dying at the age of 17, getting 7 shots, 9 shots, 12 shots, body lit up with shots. No young man not supposed to die like that. Majority of these mothers and these parents, majority of the time, they are high themselves. That's why I keep saying, I am not a perfect person. I got my children. They are not 100% perfect. But it's one thing with me. I try my best to see what's going on. I know what's going on and tell them. A lot of y'all don't tell them young children anything. A lot of y'all encourages young children to bring guns and robbery, money and stolen items in the house. Yes. So that's why a lot of these things happen. Give me the questions then.
Crandall McKnight said good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good
Crandall
morning,
McKnight.
family.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate the eye. Appreciate you.
Crandall Midnight.
Crandon?
Crandall.
Crandall McKnight. All right. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Yes, man. The thing gonna grow, man. Appreciate you.
Um, Eddie wants to know. He said, "Peace. Will you collab with Sean G in the future?"
I don't have a problem with Sean G to collab with him, but the way if I would collab with Sean G, I would do things different because a little different because when I first start doing things with Sean, Sean was knew about these things before me. Sean been in this game way before me. Uh, I didn't know, and still now I'm still learning. I mean, I'm waiting to get some of my money so I could be able to get the things so I could make my vlogs good. But Sean was a brother that knew what he was doing and he was learning. Like he told me before when I didn't have my platform and I made like what 6 or 7 different vlogs with Sean. And one of the things that I had told Sean when we made that very first video, which he said he doesn't have a memory that I said that. But I told him that video was going to go viral. I said it to Bam Bam. If you ask Bam 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 Bam, I made a couple of videos with Bam Bam that went viral. But Sean said he didn't remember that. But when I started working with Sean, when I started not working but doing my stuff with Sean, I was always original. Sean had his channel and he had his stuff, and he gave me a break where he gave me a vlog. He came in, he was looking for a video like he does all the time with different people. He wanted a video. As a matter of fact, he said when he came down here, he came down to go to the other park and there was nobody there, and he ended up on his way home, he passed over there and saw us, me and 2 other brothers was there. And he said, who is this? The same person? Yeah. So he said he had made a video with Barbara, and then he come and he made that video with me. And I was expecting Sean to put out that video, but like Sean didn't put out that video right away. When he took that video, Sean kind of had that video down for a little bit. And then when Sean put that video, actually Sean didn't actually proper tag me to that video. And like I said, I didn't know much about these things and I didn't know what to say to him. I didn't know nothing. I just figured I'd make the video and The video did good, it went viral, and that's only what I was concerned about, that I had a good video. And Sean knew he had a good video because the video is the only video, one of the first video, only video on his channel that actually, if you go on his channel, it's the top video on his channel, which is my video. So it made a change for Sean where it boosted up his channel and it helps me to create my channel. So the thing was, okay, I get a start right here and I'm gonna go and do my own thing. So whatever that turned out with that video that Sean made and it went viral, whatever he got, I didn't care. I didn't care because my key thing was to go create my own thing. And then I created my own thing. But even when creating my own thing, I still kept on shooting videos with him. And his platform, by me creating videos on his platform, allowed me to be recognized on his platform. So it was a blessing in the same way that, one hand washes the other, both hands washes the face. So now I end up creating my own platform and I took it from there. What I didn't like, and me and Sean have spoke about it, and we have put that at the back of us, was Sean could do a little better than the way he did at first. But like again, no one is perfect, and people learn from their mistakes, and I don't keep that against him. I don't have that against him. There was a time I thought, like last year, I thought he was really getting at me. So, you know me, I could be a wild out too. So I was wilding out until he paid me a phone call and asked me, did he ever do anything to me? And I came out and let him know that, you know, I let him know the truth. I told him, because when I know Sean really was not actually making videos. He was interviewing people. That's what he used to do. And so I believe by Sean meeting me actually made a difference in his life too. It helped him to work out. It helped him to, if he used to work out, it make him to increase the workout more. When he meet me in my age, he's in his 52 or something like that. And that helped him to just to say, well, dang, if this brother could do it, look how he looked. That enticed him to work out more. Then he started working out and started, doing his thing more and getting more. But I was the one who used to talk about God. I used to always talk about God. And we know that even one premiere that we did, I wanted to do something about talking about God. And Sean tell me, he said, man, listen, man, nobody ain't got time for that and stuff like that. So I've always been talking about I am what I am. I started talking about the Most High. I've been from the day on I came on, been talking about glorifying the Most High. Nobody else never really used to glorify the Most High, talk about the Most High, talk about good over evil. They used to just take video of people that they're working on. Then I started the Chronicles. I started stepping to Red's Kitchen. I started Bust Up Sweat Friday. I started a lot of things and I was doing a whole lot and I was just doing so much with less equipment and not knowing too much. And then I met some brothers that I was working with. I took made a contract with them, which was Kafish and Chris. And that was going kind of all right. But these brothers was good brothers, but everybody has the issues and that kind of fall down. But to do a video with Sean, I don't have a problem with Sean, but if I would do a video with Sean would have to, and he does that now. He does that now because from after that major video, any video else that I make with him, he always put me, the notification. He always tag me now. But it took a long time for the first video before he tagged me, and he could have do a little better for me. But now I made other videos with him where he tags me. I'm there, And the brother, I don't have a problem with Sean G. Sean is his own person. Sean is a Pisces. I have two Pisces sons. I know how they are. They're good people. They have their ways, And, Sean is just a human being just like me. He's just a man just like me. And, I think Sean is he's mad cool. He have good ways about him. And I don't think he's a savage person. I don't think he's a savage. I think Sean is the type of person, if you talk with him, If there's a problem going on and you speak with him, he will open out to you and he will speak with you. You know, I mean, everybody have little games about him, but if you really bring it to him, as a realist, he will talk to you. Because as I said, I was getting upset in the type of way because I was getting upset with him because I thought that he was doing little things that was a violation to me. But then he had called me and me and him spoke and he said, "Yo, Red, if you did feel like that, you should have called me." But it was a lot of things that was going on during that time. But I just spoke to Sean last week, and Sean is good people, man. I don't have no problem with Sean. Sean know me by now. I know Sean by now. We straight to the point right now. You know, I don't think if um Sean and I had to do something. I mean, we work good together. That's the thing. Sean and I right now, I'll tell you this. Sean G and I and Black Star right now, if we had stick together, I mean, we never split. It was just a lot of little things that wasn't doing right. Was supposed to be done right and was not done right. But in reality, Sean and I is the money, man. Because when we come together, we make it happen, dude. When we come together, and I guess people know that, you two know that, they know that. We are the backbone, Sean and G and I. We got something going on. And we're gonna eat food. We're gonna eat a lot. And that doesn't mean we cannot eat now. Just like Bam Bam and Brownie. See how the two of them flex? That's how me and Sean G supposed to be like. Just like how Bam Bam and Brownie flex, that's how Sean and I were supposed to flex. Because we both would be larger right now. We both, because we was gonna go places. Sean like to travel and I like that. He like go different places and I couldn't mess with that. And we both could have eat. We both could have grown. We both could have a whole lot. We birth. And we're gonna be more advanced. We're gonna be more advanced than a lot of people that's in the calisthenics right now. Even though we probably might not able to do a lot of things that these younger brothers doing, but because of our flavor and our style and our the way we work together, that was gonna be the total impact to have us to grow. And we were able to have clothing lines and this is greater. This is big, son. And I don't. This is big. This is big. This is real big. But I believe in a higher power, and I'm a person, I don't rush men. I don't, I know me, I has a temper. I know I have split personalities, and I have control them and know how to deal with them. And this is why I'm not too much of a person that's always in a crew, because when you're in a crew, there's always some type of hatred or some type of backbiting and some type of and I know how I am. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. So if I'm doing good, I'm doing good by myself. And if I'm doing bad, I'm doing bad by myself. But there's nothing wrong to collab. And a lot of people want to collab with me. But I'm original. And since being original, I'm not going to collab with a person that is vulgar, a person that is, don't have no respect for the young ones, or somebody that, you know, I'm a brand, and my brand's supposed to send this energy out there that is of righteousness. So this is one of the things I would not collab with certain people, because certain things that they do is not of my energy. But with Sean G, yes, I don't have a problem with him. So that answers the question. I took a long time, but I answered. Hello. So there's any more questions here? So you get it now, bro? So I don't have nothing against the brother. The brother's good people. He's good people. Sean G is good people. We all have our ways, and we have things about us that the world will not understand or overstand. And that doesn't mean the person is a bad person. People are just different individuals, and we gotta learn to work with each other. That's just what it is.
Guardian wants to know, what would you do if you had to be vaccinated?
No, bro. That's not gonna work, because I now get me get this right, and over this. I don't have a thing about vaccination. I don't have none against it, because I know, like I said, there was things like polio, moms, and all these things, and I know as the population grow, that there is a risk of a lot of things. But again, like I said, when something is not original and it is processed, you find that they will have a lot of problems. Okay, because remember, diseases and bacteria don't just come out from anywhere, no. It is because of us. We are the ones who creates these bacteria and these diseases and these things that are affecting us. It is not nature who creates these things. Okay, so when polio and there's the mumps, and there's the dengue fever, what they call all these things with mosquitoes and all of that. All these type of pollutions and these things that's within the earth. These things only come around until man start polluting the earth. All these bacteria and these things until man was polluting the earth. Man do things, he create water holes, he put all type of chemicals, deal with all types of stuff. He running tests on mosquitoes and lizards and birds and rats and bees, and and the things that man create during the process of man existence on planet earth is what backlashing at us. It's not nature who's harming us. It's not the earth that's harming us. It is us that's living, that's occupying within the earth, that is creating all these diseases, bacteria, and viruses in the earth. It's us. So when we say about vaccines are good, you only create a vaccine because you know what you created, you know what you did, you know what is going on. So if you know you're creating things to create harm, also you're gonna pretend to create something to protect too. Because like I said, there are places that does not have the ability of medicine. Like how some parts in the Western Hemisphere or region has medicine. But on these people, less people are dying there than over here that has all the medicine. Because the people get to realize, and the people that know that God is not a confusing God. When God created your body, He created your body with certain things to help you when you're sick on the herbs. But if you're cutting all the trees, you want to know why we're sick and why we die and why all these things? We're cutting all the trees. The trees give oxygen. We're cutting the trees because we're breathing oxygen. So if there's nothing to help us, oxygen and carbon dioxide to balance, what's going to happen? So the more you cut down trees, the more you push away forests to make homes and make zoos and make malls and make these things. These are the things create problems onto us. So you're messing with all the things that's here to help us. Then you're not making authentic food. So when you say about vaccine is only created by the people who's creating the damage. The same ones that are creating the damage are creating an antidote to the damage, to what they are doing. Because the body has everything it takes to heal itself. And I guarantee if man would not go around and mess around with things of original essence, then things would work better. So I'm not fighting against the vaccine if God has inspired man to able to be of a use unto man. But when man is exploiting man and don't have no gratitude or no love for life and taking life by trickery, by making money and by allowing these big pharmacies and these companies to get rich, and I will not stand for that. Because if these vaccines that they were so good, then the people that's inventing them, their whole family would take them. Their whole family would take them. So you gotta be mindful when you say, oh, red don't want vaccine. Oh, it's not like they want vaccine, but if the vaccine is good for me and it's good for everybody else, how about the people that's inventing the vaccine? Why is it they're not showing you they're taking it? And why they're making injections to be phony, where when they put the needle go right back into it. So it look like they are taking it, but they are not taking it because they set it where as that needle touch your skin, it look like it's going into your skin, but then it'll go back into a little place. And the little liquid stuff they show you when they squeeze it, it's just moving from one part to go to another part. They are not taking that. So if you say something is good for me and you want all of us to take it, and you the one that created, you the one that invented it, you should take it yourself. Not only you, but you should pass it on to all your generation, because it's something that's good, and it's to protect the people and to save the people their life. But you make it and you're not taking it. And you want me to take it. So if you make something to save life, you would take it. Everybody would take it. We all would take it. Nobody would question nothing. And there are vaccines that they have created, and we didn't question it. We took it. We took it. We took it. But when you're not being honest, and you come with tricks, because since that came out, I've been speaking about it, and right about now, it's a difference. You're hearing something different. Even leaders of governments are saying something different. So obviously something was wrong. So when the government know the people put their trust in them, it's easy to forsake the people. So that's what it is. So by confusing the people, cause the people to panic, and by the people panicking, the people get to find out the truth, that there was something wrong, and they're not going to take that. And first time, remember, all the time it was blacks taking it all the time. They always put it on blacks and dish it on blacks. But this time blacks say hell with it. Most blacks don't want it. And it's a problem. I will not take it. Not this. I'd rather die. You understand? To how they make us feel, how they confuses us, the information that was coming out was never authentic. Until today, the truth behind this whole, we don't know. We know there is a lot of lawsuits are rising up. We knows that. We knows a lot of people lose their job and they're suing their companies. We knows that. We knows that the government is not going to force it on people because they get to find out they cannot do that and it was wrong. We knows that, and we're going to know more. Mama, tell me that, and let me go speak. Tell me if they have any more things. I gotta go now, guys, but that's the real truth. So that's why I stay creating. You see what happened? You see what I stay? You see what I stay with? I don't care what they say. You see what I stay with? Look, my creation. You see that? My own creation. X Factor. They want to flag me down, but guess what? Nobody in my house, by the power of the Most High, okay, has not gone to the hospital. All who was coughing is starting to cough. You know how much of this we done go through already? Huh? They're good. And they are drinking it. I am taking it, any little thing. And I have a next, well, let me see. Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Wednesday, I have some herbs. I'm going to do a video about red onions and stuff. I'm going to make that video. But yes, I've been giving them this. We've been taking this. Okay? And everything been good. Everything been good. I got people who buy it from me. They telling me, yo, Red, thank you very much, man. How they spitting out flames and stuff like that. So I'm not going to let these people try to make it look like I'm doing something wrong, because I look at them, they say I'm doing something wrong, but now they're making turmeric pills, right? They got turmeric and sea moss, turmeric and red wood. Yeah, all the things I'm talking about, they listen, and then they got money. They go, they make the pills, and now they come back and out selling it back to us. From the old fool, me, the old man that was talking, that don't have no PhD, and he's giving misinformation. Why is turmeric around? So all what's in here is no good. But you're now creating it and sending it in the health food stores and sending it around in powder pill. The same thing. Yeah. But you're stopping me. So people, this is what it is. All praises unto the Most High. And I wanted to tell you something, Richard. Yes, man. Black Phoenix, somebody I bless you up right there, so. Yeah. So tell me if I have any more comments over there. So this is
Twin said big up to you and big up to Sean G.
yeah, man. Like I said, I'm not a brother who fight against anybody, man. I'm a person. That's why I tell you I respect myself, and that's why I don't really collab with a lot of people because I deal with self-respect. I try to be mindful of what I put out because I know people watch my stuff and children watches my stuff. I try not to use a lot of profanity and a lot of stuff on my stuff. I try to keep it clean, you know. So a lot of these brothers, I listen to the questions they ask and the things that they do with females and women on the thing. That's their channel. They could do what they want. I'm not into that. I have self-respect for myself, and I'm not getting down on that here. So that's one of the reasons I don't really collab with a lot of people. But I would collab with Bam Bam. Bam Bam, as a matter of fact, is waiting on me to call him. Which is about like 2 years old. Last time he was sick was in my house. Bam Bam is waiting on me to call him to do a collab with him. But right now, Bam Bam is doing a lot. And I am a person, I'm a grown man. I observe people. Bam Bam is a very great brother, good personality. I would say everything blessed to Bam Bam. Bam Bam is a very, very, very humble brother. His personality, his ways is 100%. I have this brother is a blessed brother. This brother is blessed. He's humble. He's blessed. That's my friend. You know, I don't call Bam Bam a lot. I don't talk to Bam Bam a lot, but I have a lot. I'm like one of my sons is what 39 years old, about to be 40. So Bam Bam could be my son. You know, a lot of them young brothers, I'm older than them by far. They could be my children. I have children older than them. So, you know, but Bam Bam is one of the young brothers out there that is very humble and respectable. And I could tell that he grew in a good home with a good with good behavior, good upbringing. And that will bring him very far in life. That will take him very far in life. And he's a person that pushes. So he's blessed. I can't say nothing negative. I'll say what it is. And Bam Bam, there's nothing negative I could say about Bam Bam. Bam Bam is willing to do things. It's me that doesn't really call Bam Bam and always, oh, Bam Bam, I don't sweat nobody. I don't trouble people. Now, Bam Bam was telling me, yo, Red and Tommy, Red, man, we'll do a video with you. Even Brawley. Even Brawley said it many times. He said, yo, Red, man, Elder, you know, say, you know, anytime you're ready, you know, Elder. Brawley and Bam Bam, it's I who just, I don't know. I let them do the thing. They're on fire right now. Let them do the thing. Let them enjoy this stuff, you know what I mean? Let them go ahead and do their thing. You know, a time will come and there's a lot of work. I ain't rushing no rush. But God bless Bam Bam and like I said, the brothers are alright. I have anything else here?
That's about it.
That's about it. So I have almost 2 hours. I didn't want to do that. Peace and blessings, my people. I love talking to you, and when I talk with you, it'll be like always forever. I'm trying to do some short vlogs now. Because sometimes I don't know if the vlogs are too long and people say, but then again, I don't care because I know the things that's within what I am saying is all what matters. But starting from next week, I want to do, so it's going to be next week. It's going to be in a week. It's going to be like Bust Up Friday for sure on a Friday. And it's going to be like 2 videos. So it's like 3 videos per week now. I cut it down with all, and the hours of the videos, like doing this video, I think that would be the last video that I would make for 2 hours. My videos now would be either for half an hour. My lives would be for half an hour. Unless if I'm doing a workout, but my lives would be for half an hour. I'm not doing no more 2-hour videos anymore. After that will be the last final video I'm going to do for 2 hours. Alright, so peace and blessings. I appreciate y'all guys. And thank you for supporting. And you'll see what it is. I'm about to go deal with YouTube right now. Like I said, they've been treating me funny. I'm in prison. And I want the world to know what they're doing because that's not right. And, you know, let's see what they have to say to me today. So once again, thank you for the donations. And again, people, the next thing I forget to say to y'all, do not, I used to get, like how y'all send me the cash on my, What is it? Not the Cash App. The So like I'm doing the live and you'll send me.
Or it goes all to your cash app.
Yeah, but I don't think I get that money, man. I don't think I'll be getting that money. So if anything, no, with all due respect, anybody that wants to send anything to me, just send it to my Cash App, man. Um, $Redshot BlackStar. It's gonna be in. I'm gonna put it. It's supposed to be in in this description box. Just anything you're gonna send for me, just send it to $Redshot BlackStar on the Cash App, because there was a time that I was making a lot of lives, and they would send you always send me money, and I would count the money. And on the 21st, when I get my money, and I calculated that money's not in there, man. That money's not in there. So it's like I tell the people now, send if you send me anything and you want to help me out and send something out, send it on the Cash App. Don't not send that money on the live chat thing where that goes and they wait at the end of every 21st. I don't see that money, even though they say they put it there, and I don't see that money. I do not see that money. But on the Cash App, I get everything you'll send for me. I get it. So once again, peace and blessings, and I appreciate y'all guys, and see y'all guys on Friday. And don't forget to check the videos out, smash the like buttons, check your notification bell, and somebody tell somebody that Red was on, and share my videos. Peace and blessings. Obi Taba. Remember, no more 2 more hour videos. No more that. Alright? If y'all want it, y'all gotta request it. But I'm not gonna be doing any more of these. Thank you. I appreciate y'all guys. God bless. One love.